Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album 2. So, let's continue, and this time we're going to start and try to get Mario Road. So yeah, also, it seems like there's like very I don't know if 50-50, but like opinions about Chiaki Road. Basically, like some of you just don't get it, don't like it really much, like me. And seems like some of you have like very good points as well about how it like develops Setsuna, how Jackie portrays them, and in general like one of like the best roads basically that actually have plot about characters and stuff. So this is very interesting to see like polarity in opinions like that. It's not like that often that is happening. And also, there's a thing about Shakiro that I never realized, you just pointed this out, that like random conversation, I mean like semi-random, I guess, conversation that Haruki had with Chiaki, with him telling her, give me a sign if you are like yourself, you are telling me the truth, you are not acting, right? Like put your hands on your chest. And this is basically what happened during Yukine's scene and the ending, the closing scene in the Chiaki Road in the end. So yeah, I never realized that actually happened, and she actually used the signal that Haruki asked for. Haruki also didn't realize that, it seems. Actually, he realized this about Yukina. Yeah, he said like in that one sentence that Yukina showed me. Yeah, and I never realized this. But yeah, anyway, but very interesting to go through all these comments and to see the perspective, how you see Chiaki in according to like Haruki and Setsuna in general. Like the most about Setsuna, because Chiaki most tried to imitate Setsuna. That's like very interesting to like polarity and duality of everything. Yeah. Anyway, closing chapter. I just got started repeating myself. Okay, I will skip and I will get to you when I get a new stuff. Okay, so now I'm at the choice that apparently I never picked before. So yeah, because we've never been close to Mario Road, I assume that was always like grayed out or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm sorry, but let's do it tomorrow because like this one was like the goodie, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm sorry, but let's do it tomorrow because like today we're going to have like assignment for our work, I think. That was the case, if I remember. So I'm gonna leave it for tomorrow.
マジ？講義もゼミもないのにいちいち南スエツグまで出てこいって？
明日でもいいって言ったよな。
どうしてもってならとも言ったよ。絶対に外せない用事でもあるわけ？私と二人きりで一夜を明かすよりも大事。
Yes, absolutely. I wonder how her like play actually works out in different roads when she doesn't have the experience with Haruki and Setsuna and everything.
バイトがあるんだよ。だからさりげなく
Does it even happen? Does she even like prepare script for this? It's like her plan fails. So, huh?
そのツッコミの鋭さが春樹の心の健康のバロメーターだからね。
人の言動を排泄物みたいに扱うのはやめてくれ。
Notwithstanding the fact that if my heart was actually dark, it would be a health issue.
ね、結局バイト外せないわけ？せっかく今の時間まで
ちょっとな。
Of course.
いつも忙しいバイト先で。
The truth is, given that my busy period already peaked last week, actually is the day where I will probably find it the easiest to get some rest within the half-year period of working there. Though I imagine the others in the editing department will be chanting out incantations as the year end approaches and slowly turn into zombies. Well, putting that aside for now.
私はな、お前が思っているよりもずっと
Okay.
お前のことを心配しているつもりだ。
めちゃくちゃ忙しいところなんだ。週末なんかは平気で朝まで働かされるし。
So at this moment, Haruki already like have his eyes on potential person that can like help him move on basically. Like, it's not like in any like romantic feeling yet or anything, but he's like, oh, she cares about me, so like it feels good, like someone cares about me in like normal way, not like pushy way, like Takaya or Rio, you know, something like that. It's like the first like indication here, I think, that Haruki's having.
やたら嬉しそうに言うね。春樹ってやっぱ M？
Again with this?
かもな。
If I'm not work suitable at least once every 3 days, it might actually be detrimental to my health. Also, judging by how was like the first Mari CG, like her like looking from up on Haruki and stuff, like this might be actually pretty helpful this road. Who knows?
北原こいつの集計頼む
Okay, yeah, they all need help. Yep, okay. Oh, this is goodies again, but we are like an actual part-time job. Not like helping the part-time jobs. uh,
だから俺の作ったマクロ使ってくださいってあれほど。
he broke it.
俺には使いこなせないんだよ
Oh my god.
頼むよ
わかりました。元データファイルサーバーに置いてください。
金曜の24時なんだけど
現在の時刻が24時30分の場合はどうすれば。
ダメ浜田さん北原君取っちゃダメ。
Wow.
私の頼んだ仕事。
何お前上司に向かって生意気だぞこっちは本当は昨日がデッドだったんだからな
Okay, this is even worse than in goodies. Oh my god.
私だって締め切り2日も分受してますよ。
How did you manage to survive in this industry without Haruki? How did that happen? Or Haruki just like added so much good stuff here that you just cannot imagine him being elsewhere.
鈴木さんの方今終わりました。だから喧嘩はやめてください。
俺の記事の注釈付けはどうなってる
ああ、
Jesus.
そっちは俺がやってます。
Haruki's doing all their jobs at once.
見てください。
Help.
なんだとおい北原お前松岡のヘルプ回ってくれこっち
Wow.
はリアルに印刷所待たせてんだよふざけんなお前が今やってるのなんか5万も出ない増刊だろうがプライオリティが違うんだよたとえ100部しかすらない本だからって手を抜くのは許さないって入社当時の俺に叱ってくれたのは浜田さんじゃないっすか何年前の話だよ
仲良くしましょうよ皆さん。
Okay. In the first place, his speech could have been a great lesson for everyone for years to come, but Yamada-san just denied it with a single sentence himself. Like I said before, it's a 0:30 now. Oh. So he asked for a final midnight today when it's already after midnight. What the hell? Yeah, that sounds pretty urgent to me. Kaisha building 3rd floor. Long night at the calligraph editing department. This is like similar to like sometimes when at my work like something is happening, like basically fire and everything, right? Everything's burning. And like some people just like when like someone asks like when like it's supposed to be like done, and people are like yesterday. That's pretty much this situation. Does the year-end transition really take such a toll on the human spirit?
ただいま。お、
Yeah, everyone's doing their best to throw a job on Haruki.
あ、お疲れ様です、マリさん。お疲れっす。
Okay, now they're suddenly silent.
あ、
Why are you staring at me? I know that Suzuki heard us talking at the vending machine and she got some kind of like imaginary in her head, I guess. But anyway, With everyone on the edge like this, a person bugging in speaking with such a spirited voice would definitely pour oil into the fire.
こっちは入校終わった
And she's done, yeah, okay.
やったー
Wow.
週末休める
She's like improved version of Haruki in terms of like hardworking. She's like, yeah, I'm done with my job, but I'm not going to overwork myself. It's like healthy version of Haruki, basically, in the job department. Yeah. Oh my god. Especially if there's only one person who's completed all her tasks.
もう今回はやばかったな
Wow.
ないわよね
Wow. She's so savage.
大型連休なんてこの世から
100% she's doing this on purpose. She's doing this on purpose. Oh my god. On top of that, while everyone else is working desperately, she's still talking about such blissful days. As if these things she said earlier weren't bad enough.
さて早く終わったし明日は来なくていいし今からどうしようかな
Wow. What a savage. They can help me out here, is the aura everyone emitting, but no one dares actually voice it out. No matter how you look at it, she took on a bigger workload than anyone here, and was out running to different places earlier too. And no, I can disagree with that. Okay, so not only she had more work, she had to like actually travel and stuff, and she already done with everything. God damn it. It is really like improved version of Haruki.
今から飲みに行く人
I guess she's much older and she have like much more experience in work and stuff, and she's a veteran here, so. On the other hand, Honda and like the other girl probably also are veterans, but not as her. Yeah, and not as efficient. Yeah, okay. Anyway, everyone's different, but yeah, improved Haruki. Like, doing shit tons of work, but not overloading yourself. Like, not just pushing yourself, oh, I'm done with work, so what else is to do? Sure, after finishing something important, you do have the right to relax now. But not to the point where you bluntly ignore the atmosphere.
飲みに行く人
あ、俺なら なんでもないです
Love it.
ちょっと何みんなノリ悪いないいじゃないたまには
Yeah.
マリさん
I guess there's no helping it. I will have to take the fall this time. I suppose that even if I make Marison mad, I'm still just a part-timer, so it shouldn't affect me as much. Yeah, I can piece over jobs a little, a boss, a little bit.
実はですね仕事が終わってるの
マリさんと北原くんだけなんですよ
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because they throwing at Haruki's their stuff.
え
As they mustered enough courage to stand up, Suzuki starts providing covering fire. Oh, okay. So basically, oh, they won't be able to add any more job to Haruki now. I think like she intervened because of what she heard in the conversation before in the vending machine. Also, I thought, but instead she shot me right in the back.
北原だけというわけなんでマリさんお疲れ様でしたあと北原くんも
Okay.
でも俺
So she's pushing them together, basically. Okay, so she's like this road Takeya and Io. But she's like doing this... Actually, this is more like Io because she's doing this more for Mari, probably. I think. My first guess.
浜田さんのは私がやっとく手順知ってるしその代わり自分の方を手伝ってもらうから
だなこっちは適材適所で何とかするというわけで
俺のどこが適材だ
Why
と
you need to be? Am I supposed to be the ideal person to take on the role of being Mari's drinking buddy?
よねマリさんそれでえあ
Okay.
うん。
北原もそれでいいよな。
Little out of words here, huh?
マリさん。
行こうか北原。それじゃあお先に。
Okay. Just like that, in an attempt to save everyone, but taking the fall for them. I end up heading in extremely weird direction before I realized it. I'm not sure if I've been offered up as a sacrifice or if I actually got lucky, but I definitely got forced into a very awkward situation.
行った。
Okay.
ああ、言ったな。
ねえ、マリさん照れてたでしょ今。北
Yeah.
と二人っきりってなっちゃったらさ。
Yeah, she's spreading the rumors. Okay, yeah, I knew it. She heard them and now she's like, yeah, Mari definitely likes Haruki. Okay.
あの人のああいう顔、初めて見た。
だからこの間見たって言ったよね。マリさんが北原くんのことくどい。
That was not exactly that. But you just heard. I guess you could. I guess. Sure, why not? Sure, why not?
あの風岡と学生バイトって。
Far way too high.
高すぎねえ。どっちの？あ、どっちも。
皆さんこういうことになると急に仲直りしますね。
Yeah, the gossip. Like I said, like she just heard something behind the door and she was like all over the place. She's wrong about the seducing part, but she's on point of like Mari liking Haruki actually. So, can I skip or not? No, this is still new. Okay. Really, the article you wrote was used already, Haruki-kun. That's great. Congratulations. The way I tried to humble yourself by writing, I only got the job because I personally knew the subject. It's like you. But there's no point in making an excuse like that. The fact of matter is that you seize your chance through your own pure effort. So, no matter how much you try to disagree, Haruki-kun, I still think you're amazing. That's why I'd like you to brag more in front of me. I'd like you to be just a little bit more selfish. No, sorry for going off topic. Well, when will it be published? Please tell me the name and the release date of the magazine. I'll buy it for sure. It would be nice if you get some recognition for this article by a publishing company. It would be nice if you could take a bigger task next time. You know, one step closer to your goal, Haruki-kun. I should do my best and start working towards my own goal too. But before that, I need to figure out what my goal actually is, don't I? Yep, pretty much. Well, I'll be seeing you. I will go to sleep after I send this text. And also, thank you for your second text yesterday. Good night. Oh, we are here.
ごめん。
Okay.
ちょっと電話が長引いちゃって。
飲み物何にします？
それじゃあ最初の一杯だけはビールで。
Sure. Just as we started the bar, Mari's phone started ringing and we both thought we'd have postponed this. So the fact that we are still in here ordering drinks is because that call wasn't Hamada-san screaming, Kisaki-san grumbling or even Suzuki-san crying.
それでね、後で一人合流するから。
I like that. A little bit like weird like art style on her face. Like it's different, I guess. But I like that. That's nice. That's nice, CG. Also, did you said beer? It's not a beer. I said like it's like it's some kind of drink. What the like? God damn it! Get your CGs right. Another person joining us later. Oh, okay. Who?
今の電話ですか？
そう。向こうも早く上がったから今から朝まで飲むつもりで誘ってきたんだって。
Okay.
女として終わってるわよね。
Done for as a woman. Get Jesus.
そうですか。
I don't have the courage to ask who she's referring to. Rather, it's not a question I should even be asking. When she mentioned that her particular friend had finished early, though, she's clearly forgotten that it's already 1 AM in the 1 a.m. in the first place. Are all the people around Marisan workaholics just like her? Yeah, and Haruki is also workaholic at this point, so...
北原とは初対面だからちょっと悪いかなとも思ったんだけど
Okay, who is this? Is this someone that we're going to know, or it's actually someone
すい
new?
ませんよ。賑やかな方がいいです。
Maybe she just don't realize that we know this person.
そうよかった大学生の男の子と一緒にいるって言ったら絶対に行くってうるさくて
Oh my god, another one that's into who? Into university students, into the younger guys. Okay. Mario go have a competition apparently. She's so eager to join us, I wonder what she's expecting. Guess I will use this time now to think of ways to apologize for not meeting her
で
expectations.
もよかった
Okay.
正直助かった
はあ、確かに俺とじゃ間が持たないですからね。
あそういう意味じゃなくてねそのもう少し経てば平気になるんだろうけどこの
Uh-huh.
間
Wow, she's so gentle here,
きついこと言っちゃって
I would say. I see. She's worried about that.
うん最初から分かってたけど初仕事もいいところなのよね
今さら何言ってるんですか、マリさん。入って3日目から企画書書かせたくせに。
あれ
Okay.
は北原が出版社に入りたいって言うからだあんなサービスが受けられるなんて他ではないぞ研修費をもらいたいくらいだ
Just want to make you pay an internship fee. Okay.
その通りです。だから今さらだって。
本当にお前は理論武装だけは完璧だな
この半年でさらに鍛えられましたからね。
Huh. Even since I started working at Calligraph, I felt like I'm no longer a student. Unlike the job at the family restaurant and the prep school, I've gotten so much experience here. I've learned so much that I don't even think I deserve to get paid. No, maybe that's got a bit far. This has also been the first job that has worked me to the bone, after all.
まあでも実は叱ったことよりも励ましたことの方
あ
Okay.
恋の傷は恋で癒せよできればあっちの方は忘れてくれた
Yeah, that was... Just thinking about it makes me feel extremely awkward.
その偉そうだった上に勘違いも甚だしい発言だったかもとその後反省しきりで
あ。いえ、そんな。
This is bad. I can't even taste my drink. It's probably the same for the person next to me. She hasn't even taken a sip of beer she ordered. That's not a beer once again. Normally she'd finish her first glass in less than 10 seconds and immediately order another
ちょっ
one.
といろいろオーバーラップするところがあってなんとなく言わずには折れなかったというか
そうですか。
What's overlapping exactly? I won't pry too deeply into that kind of topic, though not yet. But what does she mean?
そんなわけで忘れてくれるとありがたいんだな
お断りします。
だから
What?
確かに俺も恥ずかしかったですけど。
待て私は恥ずかしかったなんて言ってないぞ
恥ずかしくないなら忘れなくてもいいでしょ。
恥ずかしくないわけがないだろう今だって顔から火が出そうだ
でも嬉しかったです。励みになりました。
Yeah. Mari doesn't know the amount of depression that Haruki is facing yet. The fact that the words she said back then saved me is not a lie. It's unmistakably and undoubtedly
ま
true.
たこれからも時々励ましてください。普段のお叱りの10分の1くらいでいいですけど。
Without doubt, I'm only able to talk to her like this now, thanks to the fact that she overdid it that
み
time.
たいなこの女とか思ってない
大人の経験から来る叱咤激励は大歓迎です。
そんなに離れてない
Yeah, you told me in the comments that I just, but I forgot. It's like... I don't remember, like 8 years between them? Or something? I forgot, to be honest. Wait, let me actually check really fast if I will find this. The people around me always twist logic as so much that it gives me a headache. Okay, 1 second. Let's try here. Let's try to find Mari in the comments in general. And I can't find this. Never mind then. I will find this like at some point. Anyway, like Mari is like 34, I think? I don't remember, but something around this. Even if they're being completely unreasonable, they still talk believing they're correct. Of course, that goes for me too.
人生経験の差ですよ。マリさんの場合、1日24時間きっちり経験積んでますからね。
北原も早く海王社に入れ。同じ速度で人生経験積ませてやるから。
Damn! Jesus, yeah, you will have no break, Haruki.
就職先は一生のことですから、慎重に検討を重ねて、熟考の上。
We know you will work here.
武装だけは。
Pretty much work here every road.
ええ。そういえば、来る前に話してた件ですけど、本当に一発 OK だったんですか？俺の記事。
Okay.
一発 OK どころか大絶賛よ。まあ、
Damn.
私もこれは通るなって自信はあったけどね。
随分と懐が深いんですね。
編集長もさることながら、なんと株式会社
Oh.
オフィスのお墨付き。
Oh wow.
すごい勢いで絶賛メールが飛んできたらしい。
Oh, that's new. Holy shit, she read that? Damn.
何でも向こうから届いたメー
Got
ル。
approval from Kazusa's mother.
転げすぎてお腹痛いだったんですって。
ああ。
What a doubt that email came from the company president herself.
それ本当なの？メンバー全員が一人の女の子と関係持ってたって。
So, you telling her the story now? Actually? Like, just openly?
俺を除く全員です。そこ重要ですから。
Okay, never mind, that's someone else.
で、結局北原一人に？
いや、部長と二人だったんですけど。
Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, this is, yeah, okay.
どうしようもなくて。
Okay, so this is when the light club got destroyed with that one girl.
だから一月前にメンバー探し？なんかどっかの青春バンド映画みたいね。
そんなかっこいいものじゃないです。俺ですらもともと補欠のはずだったし。
へえ、それにしちゃ様になってたじゃない。
そこから特訓したんですよ。
Yep.
最後の1週間なんかほとんど寝てなかった。
あんたって一夜漬けの天才？
違います。俺が天才なんて。
Yeah, she was.
コーチ？
ギターもベースもサックスも何でもうまい。ものすごく厳しいやつ。
And I wrote an article about her.
ああ、すいません。同じものください。
The words that spill out of my throat and the burning sensation of the alcohol sliding down. It seems to complement one another well. Perhaps I'm getting tipsy just a bit faster than usual today, despite the fact that I'm respecting my limits and drinking only as much as I can handle. Unlike the person next to me.
ねえ、北原。
何です？
Is it because my first manuscript got approved? Is it because that terrible cold of night revitalized the snow, which was on the verge of finally melting, forming ice, even colder than before? But then the gentle winter sun finally come to melt it once and for all? Or is it?
それがトーマカズさん。
Hell yeah! She figured it out. Because of the fact that it somehow doesn't feel painful remembering her now compared to another time I've ever had. Yeah, interesting. That he can just like casually talk about her like that. Maybe it's because it's like work related right now, like a little bit.
どんな子だったの？
But also not. It's like also personal.
いや、いいや。
Yeah.
ごめん、そんな深い話で。
Yeah. Now it's going into private one. Yeah.
いいですよ。そんなに気を使わなくて。もう終わったことだって。
Okay. In addition, the way she drew that line between us somehow had the opposite effect of making it easier for me to talk to her. I want a certain junior of mine who happens to not understand the meaning of the word boundaries to learn a thing or two from her.
ほんと厳しいやつでしたよ。厳しさだけなら今のマリさんに匹敵するくらい。
そこで私を引き合いに出さなくていいから。
そういえばちょっと似てるかな。
私に上等手段使ってどうする？
Wow.
そうでもないか。あいつの場合、音楽以外は欠陥品もいいとこだ。
私だって仕事以外は欠陥だらけよ。
Okay. What am I?
家に一人暮らしで散らかし放題。
And she's probably doing the same. I can imagine her room being like full of like beer cans.
住んでるところは小さなマンションだけど散らかし放題は同じか。
Yeah, okay.
帰っても寝るだけだから洗濯物が溜まっちゃって。
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was the image I had about her. Yeah. I'm talking about girls in front of Wonder
食
Woman.
事はコンビニかファーストフードばかり。
最近はちょっと贅沢に超絶バーガー頼むこともあるけど
Yeah.
出てくるのに時間かかるのが難点ね。
This is that stereotype, like, actually from, like, media. Like, animes and, like, novels and stuff. Yeah, okay. Very, like, typical characteristic, I guess, for this type of person. Even though the mere memory of her pained me so much in the past, even though the very act of talking about her felt like punishment to
や
me.
っぱ似てるじゃないですか。
かもしれないわね。
説教しましょうか。
説教よりも
Wow.
掃除して洗濯して食事作ってくれる方がいいな。
最近俺の周り、そういうこと平気で言う女性が。これは全国的な傾向なんですかね。
Wow.
北原、今女の子の面倒。
え？
何よ。あんたも結構やることやってんじゃない？
いや、それは単なるレポートの手伝いで、住んでるわけでも。
Yeah, talking about Chucky.
関係なわけでも。
ねえねえ、今度はそっち詳しく教えなさいよ。レポートってことは同じ大学でしょ。
マリさん、実はよ。
あー、いっけないんだ。豊島女が若い子口説いてる。なんという青互い。
Should I know this voice?
豊島。
ちょっと、なんでそこに反応するのよ。
あ、
Wow. I reacted to the voice that suddenly appeared behind my back, but Marisa doesn't seem to be very happy about my reaction. Wow.
君がマリの奴隷の場。
Part-time slave. Okay, I have no idea who the hell are you. I never saw you in my life. Okay, that's someone new.
あ、マリさんの。
はじめまして。雨宮って言います。
Amamiya.
マリが。
Who would
もうお世話
thought?
になってます。
Oh, Sawako. Okay. Who would thought that I would get a new character that late in the game? What? She hands me her business card with the name of the famous travel agency, a position that appears to be quite prestigious, with the name Amiya Sawako printed on it.
いえ、こちらこそはじめまして。北原春樹って。
世話してるのはこっちだ。
すいません。
Wow. What's the matter now? Marisa seems to be mad about something and won't even turn her head to greet her, even though her best friend finally arrived. Never said that it's her best friend, but okay. Wasn't she the one who asked her to come?
へえ、高校時代から？
Okay,
10年来の親友。
sure.
昔
Tempest Duo
コンビなんて呼ばれちゃってね。
あ、あはは。
Just taking wind from Kazaoka and rain from Amiya isn't enough to make Tempest, so where did the third character come from?
でたらめ言うな。知り合って10年も経ってない。
Okay. Marisa been doing nothing but nitpicking whenever she says for a while now.
そうやって年食ってることを隠そうとするからどんどん深みにはまるのよ。
Keep on trying to hide your actual age. Okay.
事実を言って何が悪い？
そういえば北条なんだって。しかも純粋培養の。
いえ、本物の純粋培養は幼稚園からで、俺は付属からですから大したことは。
だいたい深みにはまるってどういうことだ？
Wow, she's not
これ
giving.
まで一度たりとも年を偽ったことなんかないぞ。
Mysen doesn't seem to be following the conversation at all. Yeah, she's worried about her age.
ねえ、もしかしてお坊ちゃん
Okay, yeah, that's so
お
typical.
金持ちとか
No.
お坊ちゃんだったらバイトなんかしてませんよ。それに親はごく普通です。
I don't actually know about what the rest of my family is like, but it doesn't really concern me or matter to me anyway.
やっぱ若い子はいいな。うちの職場なんか男はみんな30オーバー。
はあ。
Her tempo is really fast. She's already changed the subject before 10 seconds have been
そ
passed.
の代わり考え方が年食ってるわよ。
見た目良ければ全て良しじゃない。
見た目だって大したことない。
Wow.
すいません。
またまた。マリってば理想高いふりしちゃって。
Jesus. Each of the standards? What? Actually, I can probably guess what she meant, but is that really what she's
自
suggesting?
分の趣味を人に押し付けるの。
あんたの趣味なんて手に取るようにわかるわよ。
あまり恥ずかしいことを大声で言うな。ま
Wow.
だ9年だ。
Yeah, just make -1. Yeah, like slight
知り合
adjustment.
ったの高2でしたっけ？それから9年ってことは。
何計算してる？
He's going to calculate this. Oh my god, Haruki. What the hell?
すいません。
After all, even though she never lied about her age, she never once actually told me how old she actually is either.
余分じゃなかった。沢子、もう帰る。
Yeah, sure.
いいよ。マリがどうしても来てくれって泣きそうな声で頼むから帰って泥のように眠るのを我慢してやっとのことで駆けつけたって。
沢子が来る前に状況が変わったんだ。今はただ邪魔だ。
Yeah, now I'm talking with Haruki.
マリさん、それはあまりにも。
何言ってるんだ北原。こいつは今嘘をついたんだぞ。私が泣きそうな声なんか出すわけないだろ。
Sure, oh my god. We have kind of like a little bit of like private version of Mari, how she behaves towards like her friends and like normal people in general.
どっちでもいいですから。
Not in work.
とりあえず
Okay.
ください。
I see.
ほら北原くんだって私の味方だし帰るのは
Oof.
あんたの方なんじゃないの？
どういうことだ北原。お前、私が今までどれだけ手をかけ。
そういう問題じゃないことに早く気づいてください。
Okay. Wow. What was that? Wait, where are we? Wait, why are we?
また振り出し。
We're playing baseball. Okay, sure.
いい加減しつこいわね。さっさと負け。
So these two likes baseball, I guess. Like my country, like I said that like I think mostly in Little Bastards because it's like baseball minigame and stuff. But in my country, we don't have baseball at all. I literally don't know the rules. I just know if you don't hit the ball, then there's foul, I think. And if you hit this, then you run around. I don't know, like... I know, like, general how it looks and stuff, but I know nothing about this thing. How did it turn out like this?
はい、これで3対3。決着は持ち越しね。
今度こそ決めてあげる。
Okay. Okay. She looks cute, actually. Like, this face is actually cute. Perfect posture, I would say. Great form. Keep it up. The two men were arguing at the bar decided to settle this the usual way. And then all of a sudden we're heading towards the nearby arcade building. At the time, I thought they would settle the victor with the game of darts or pool, but I soon realized I'd been way too naive.
冬なのに汗出てきちゃった。
お疲れ様です。コーラ飲みます？
ありがとう。気が利くな、春樹くんは。
そんなやつの肩を持つなと何度言ったらわかるんだ。北原、
Wow.
お前来週
Oh my god.
さっきマリさんに
She just tried to help her. If you would complain first, Mari, then he would help you.
なんて
It's just Haruki.
これは間違いなく修羅場の予感。
Oh my god.
本気でへこんだ？
Okay.
なんかごめんね。
The two pressed the top floor button on the batting center elevator without a second thought. After getting there, they both exchanged 1,000 yen bill for 5 coins and picked out the bat that suited them the best. As for now, they tied with 3 home runs each. Normally speaking, it would be pretty hard to score that many, even if one tries to do so.
惜しい。あと1メートル。
左右にブレてきたわね。そろそろ限界じゃない？
These two must be veterans, and they are drunk masters apparently as well. They just making
真冬に一汗かいて飲むコーラは別格。
like drunk baseball.
外出たら思いっきり凍えるのよね。
Unless they already like metabolized whatever they drank in the bar. Just from imagining how cold it is outside, I can't help but shiver a little myself. In front of me, there's Mari's undignified figure, yep, in her suit, using her high heels as the pivot to rotate her body, scoring a lot of greater hits. Why would you still wearing high heels while playing? Like, what? That sounds dangerous. I thought you would like change boots. Or go without them. Jesus. She must be aiming to get a home run every single time.
にしてもあれだけ飲んでおいてよくもここま
Yeah, so they are still drunk.
来ますね。
二人とも運動神経抜群だったのよ。ソフト部の助っ人とかにもよく借り出されたんだから。
Sure.
ただ私たちが同じチームに入るとなぜかチームワークが乱れたから
Of course.
あまり結果は良くなかったんだけど、
Of course, this kind of friends.
今みたいに張り合うからじゃないですか。大した意味もなく。
いっつもほんの少し先を行かれたのよね。テストの順位も合格した大学の数も
Did you had any time in school like some kind of rival like
回
this?
数も
I never had really. I never felt like anyone that I would like to like rival like in any way, really, you know? Like this. Let me know in the comments if you had anyone like that. At any point. Like, I really never thought about like, oh, I will get better or something. I don't know. That was just never my thing.
それ俺に喋ったこと知られたらまた後で怒られません。
What I saw from her high school days, huh? She must have been very energetic, cool, and forgiving. The boys probably respected and feared her at the same time. Yeah, probably. Nothing changed there.
少しくらい恨み晴らさせてもらってもいいじゃない。今度は彼氏の年齢でも先を行かれたんだから。
Haruki's not her boyfriend yet.
そうな。
She just said it so Mari is going to lose her, like, footing or something, like, and she will, like, miss a ball.
マリのことよろしくね。
Wow. So it really is that. That's why it felt so weird earlier.
いいやつなのよ。ムカつくけど。可愛い女なのよ。やってられないけど。
We haven't established any kind of relationship yet.
いやですね。なんだか激しい誤解があるみたいなので、マリさんの名誉の。俺別にマリさんと。
Yeah, exactly.
ないの？
ないのも何も。 どこからそういう
Yeah.
話が出て。
まるで脈なし。春樹くんマリのこと彼女とか全然思ってない。
いや、だから
Yeah.
どうとかいう以前に
I mean, maybe attracted.
あいつの空回り一人相撲痛い勘違い惨めだマリ。
Damn. Damn. So savage.
違いますって。最後まで話を聞いてください。
Are these two really best friends? Wow.
ふーん。
だから雨宮さんが誤解してるのとは全然逆なんです。マリさんが俺に興味なんか持つわけないです。親友だからそれくらいわかるでしょ。
Like, Haruki is so dense sometimes.
わかんないけどな。
Ami's expression shows that she's interested in this topic, but she doesn't seem to believe what I'm telling her.
大体俺みたいなのと一緒にいたらマリさんの価値が下がります。彼女が職場でどれだけ尊敬されて
Yeah, and people respect you at work too, because you can do a lot of shit that they cannot. You know? You work hard and stuff.
価値なんてマリが決めることだし、仕事上の立場と恋愛上の立場なんて何の関係もないし、
That's true.
そもそも客観的に見て不釣り合いだと思わないけど。
Yeah, to be honest, that's true. Like, Mari and Haruki are probably like the closest from like baseline character like perspective, because we don't know really much about Mari yet, right? But like from like just baseline of like how they behave, like Mari really sounds like the closest out of like all roads that we had so far that would like match Haruki. Even like Koharu was not that close in her like baseline character, basically, like her characteristic. Like, even though she was like mini Haruki, they didn't really like match. It's hard to like explain, but yeah, like somehow like Mari's like more like how do you call this? Completing like what Haruki's missing or something? Like they complete each other? It's hard to tell. Because Koharu is basically Haruki. I don't know. I need to stop talking about this. Let's go on. God believe me, she doesn't even plan on listening to me.
ただの大学生ですよ。
同年代からしてみたらうまいことやりやがったなこの野郎よ。まあ野郎じゃないけど。
マリさんは若さだけで相手を選ぶような思慮の浅い人だとは思いません。
もちろんその通りよ。
Yep.
その上でマリはあなたを選ぶと思うんだけどな。
だったら
マリが大学生のバイトを認めるなんて盲目的に惚れたかも。あいつの仕事っぷり知ってるんでしょ。あいつの人を見る目の厳しさ。
それは
だからマリがあなたを認める以上あなたの言葉は信用できないな。
The way Mia-san laid out her counter-argument feels like she's using pure brute force. How should I put this? It's as if there's a mysterious power within it that can steal her opponent's lives. Even though I can't accept anything she just said.
それに顔とか性格とか立場とか年齢とかそんな分かりきった理屈じゃないんだって。男
Oh,
と
she's
女
having
の
a good points.
そういう経験。
Yep. Even so, that final remark was so persuasive that it completely shattered any remaining ability within me to refute her. Yep, after all, there were simply people around me in the past who had poor taste. Okay, so I guess they done with the game. Who won? Or was that a tie?
久々に
She have a smug on her face, probably she won.
ちょっと気分は
Of course, you were drunk as fuck and you were playing.
当たり前です。あれで悪酔いしてないの
Yeah.
ですよ。
In the end, Mari-san won the home run competition by the small margin with a score of 6-5. All of them were satisfied with the result in the end, and seems to have forgotten the reason for the competition in the first place. So they parted on surprisingly good terms. I guess they really are best
なんか
friends.
悪かったわね。女同士の醜い争いを見せちゃって。
気にしてませんから。驚きはしましたけど。
Wait, you just... Oh, okay.
ごめんね。あいつ子供みたいで、いきなりびっくりしたでしょ。
俺が驚いたのは初対面の女性の子供っぽさじゃなくて、初
Yeah,
対面じゃない
yeah.
の大人げなさです。
あ
It seems like she understands now, as Mari-san awkwardly scratches her cheek with her fingers. I never thought I'd manage to be so forward as to lecture Mari-san like this. Is this the power of alcohol? And you're outside of work. At work you probably wouldn't do that, but who knows. But you get closer, like, I think her name was Sawako? The Sawako, like talk basically, like swayed you towards Mari, I think. So that's why you're like more open. But given the fact that she's working alone, I wouldn't be able to tell if she's drunk at all.
最初は北原と二人きりなんて気まずいかなと思って沢子呼んだんだけど、
Okay.
そんなことを言ってましたね。
そしたら予想以上に北原と話が弾んじゃって、これが
どうも。
I guess she's a little drunk after all.
そんな時空気読めずにいきなり割り込んできたから、なんだか沢子のこと邪魔に思えてきちゃって。
At this rate, when we see each other next time, we'll probably feel really awkward if she still remembers what happened today.
そういう態度取るから、沢子さんに誤解されるんですよ。
沢子さん？
雨宮さん。
Okay. Called her by name. Oh wow. She's so jealous. Uh-oh. Right before we said goodbye, she forced me to promise to call her by her first name, just like I do with Mari-san.
北原ってああいう女が趣味だったのか？やめといた方がいいぞ。いくつ上だと思ってる？
マリさん。
Just like you. Yeah.
何を誤解する？
Oh my god.
とんでもない勘違いしてましたよ。後でちゃんと訂正しておいた方がいい。
Oh, that was not a misunderstanding. I had a feeling she would change the topic, but I don't think it would go exactly the way I imagined it.
から何が誤解で勘違いだと？
彼女、俺がマリさんの彼氏だと思ってました。
思わせておけば？
Okay, wow. She's just not phased at all. Like, yeah. Yeah, she's completely wasted.
親友を騙したままでいいんですか？
じゃあ騙さないように事実の
Damn.
見せちゃえばいいんじゃない？
Wow, she's so straightforward. At this rate, when we see each other next time, she'll probably fire me with her face burning red. She wouldn't do that, would she?
嘘よ。沢子だってちゃんと分かってるって。そんなことあるわけないって。
だといいんですけど。
あいつ北原のことからかってたのよ。たまに若い男と飲めたから思わず舞い上がっちゃったんでしょ。
だとよくはないです。
You can say that she have like more life experience than Haruki. Just in this conversation, like she's so very calm about like talking like this. Like she just heard like, oh, she felt like I'm your boyfriend and stuff. If that would be like, I don't know, Setsuna or anyone else, like someone like Haruki's age, they would be like frustrated and like, oh no, what? And stuff like this. And she's like, yeah, what if we are not making this true? And like, you know, and started to like be very casual about this. Just in case that's fine, no, that's still not fine. Okay. As a result, I could understand the hidden messages between the two best friends after all. If the words Mari-san just said were to be relayed to Sawako-san, she'd probably say something like, Mari was the one who let loose. And their little squabble would continue.
さてと、それじゃあここで返す。
始発まであと30分くらいあるま。
私はタクシー拾って編集部に戻るわ。
Okay.
今からって
さっき鈴木にメール入れたら元気な泣き
Damn.
帰ってきたからね。
Okay. Well, we should stop this topic too. I'll act like nothing happened and greet her normally next week.
はい。
私の打ち上げに付き合ってくれてありがとう。今度は
Nice.
私があいつらを打ち上げてやらないとね。
マリさん。
気をつけて帰るのよ。じゃあね。
Okay. Because it's obvious. I definitely fell for Sawako-san's trap, just like Mari-san said. She was just messing with me. It must be due to the fact that Sawako-san never gets a drink with younger men often, so she lost control and decided to mess with me. But leaving that aside, it was just plain rude. Okay, and the next day. Okay, and we're back at the getting copy of the article here, and once again I'm going to pick the choice that I never picked before. So we have no one really right now. We're not aiming for another character that we would like to show the article. Mario already saw it, so I don't need any. You already seen this, so yeah. Let's see. Nah, I'm good really. Ultimately I settled for the safest choice. It doesn't matter if the choice is right or wrong, but nothing will be destroyed this way. My relationship with her won't undergo a dramatic improvement, but it won't end here either.
そんな誰か喜んでくれる人いるだろう。
いや、別に。バイトだし、そんな大したことじゃないし。
大したことじゃないってよ、まっちゃん。
明日からバイトいじめに走っていいよね。俺それくらいの仕打ち受けてるよね。
Wow.
北原。
そ
Matsuoka.
れより、いただいていいですか？せっかくのお祝いだってことなんで。
Okay.
どうぞ。
しかしこれ横綱あれにおにぎりせんべいに
Wow, they had to beep this out,
し
seriously.
かも全部お得よ。
可愛くない。何言ってるんだ。ほら、チョコレートだってちゃんと。
アルファベットチョコレート。
これもお得よ。
That was really also like brand. Also, wait, can I skip this? No, okay.
可愛い。お得じゃないか。
She's determining what's cute or not based on like what person eats. Oh my god. Okay.
日付が変わる前に帰れるなんて、随分と久しぶりなんじゃないですか？
Okay, that's still new. Still can skip this.
まあな。
When we look around the office around 10 o'clock, everyone apart from the two of us had already left before we knew it. Miraculously, Mari-san also didn't have any urgent work either, so the two of us left the editing department before 11 o'clock. Still, Mari-san doesn't suggest that she'd like to invite me to have a drink or go somewhere with her. What am I saying? There's no way Mari-san would make such an invitation in the first place, if it's going to be just the two of us.
なあ、北原。
There's just no way she would make such an invitation.
本当にいないのか？喜んでくれる相手。
And indeed, she doesn't, but this solves the mystery. This explains the reason why Mari-san doesn't seem like she'd be up for a drink, and why her mood seems to be
あの
downcast.
こと、まだ気にしてたんですか？
するだろう、普通。
いや、流すでしょ。
She's referring to something that I'd slipped out almost 7 hours ago. The monologue I had during the celebration, which had been slightly insensitive and a little difficult to take in.
ご両親は北原を大学にまで入れてくれたんだろう。
母親の方は近所に住んでますけど、まあ、
Yeah.
学費を出してくれたい。
友達は付属時代からの付き合いだって続いてるだろう。
Yeah, they kinda pushing my old relationship.
大丈夫、続いてますよ。俺、友達そんなに少なくないですから。
だったら
Really, this person. The way she cares about others makes her seems like Yakuza boss caring about her subordinates. That makes me extremely shameful, but it's not like I can find myself making any excuses either.
なんて言えばいいのかな。ちょっと説明しにくいんですけど。
It'd be nice if it were just a regular article. It would have been gossiped from the entertainment industry, a collection of scary prophecies, or even information about Onjuku Red Light District. Takaya would definitely point his finger at me and laugh, and Iyo would laugh along. for a bit as well, before patting my shoulder to show her sympathy. And as for Setsuna, she would buy a copy of such a lowbrow magazine with her own money, regardless, and hold it tightly to her chest, I think.
つまりですね、俺の家庭環境や交友関係がどうとかじゃなくて、もう少し後付けの問題というか。
Yeah. Rather with... Yep. Ever this article talking about Tomakazu's and emerging star in Japanese World of Piano, which changes things up quite a bit. Takeo would probably fall silent, feeling bothered by the whole situation, while Io would probably get extremely angry and leave without even saying a word. As for Setsuna...
今回取り上げた取材対象がですね。
わかった。もういい。
Okay. Wow. It took me a while, but the moment I finally decided to tell her, it seems like Marisa saw this coming a mile away, and she takes a step back and to distance herself from me. Wow. Okay. Moreover, she seems to be quite hurt, as if I accidentally said something to offend her. Such that I can bear to leave her while she's wearing an expression that she currently has. I hurry and chase after Mari-san, as she walks away very quickly, although if I do catch up to her, I don't know what I could do to stop her. That's why I keep a little distance. I could reach her shoulder if I stretched out my hand, but I just kept walking after her long, swaying hair. Then she quickly changes direction and walks into the building that still has the lights on. And I note that the stores around this part seems to close quite late. Okay.
ありがとうございました。
どうだ、買ってきたぞ。
That was such a random change. Then a few minutes later, she walks out of the bookstore with a paperback in her hand and takes the new issue of the ensemble out of it, proudly flaunting it in front of her chest.
あと2冊しか残ってなかった。結構危なかった。
Huh. That was such a random change of behavior.
で、それに何の？
これは私の永久保存版。
え？
ほんと嘘つきだな、北原は。ちゃんと喜んでくれる人間いるじゃないか。
At first I couldn't understand what Mario-san was trying to say at all.
私の部下の初めての成果だ。嬉しく思って何が悪い？
Yeah, she's going to feel happy for you.
だからって買うことは、さっきの見本紙まだ。
私にはお金を払う価値があるんだよ。
Yeah. A gesture. Like, I don't want a free copy. I want to actually buy what Haruki made. Now, no matter how many times I try to think it through, there's still some things about her that I can't really understand.
どんな理由があろうとも、私の可愛い部下の初仕事を誰も認めないなんて、そんなことがあってたまるか。
そんなだだっこじゃないんだから。
お前こそどうしてそんなに
だって。
Still, including situations like this, Mari's logic is incredibly forceful and senseless, but very convincing.
北原、いい仕事したよ。私の最初の記事と比べても遜色なかった。
Wow. Yeah, sure. Yeah, not getting the slide.
ありがとうございます。
Even if it means I'm being tricked by her, I allow myself to be moved by her words.
だから、そんなに頑張ったのに誰も喜んでくれる人がいないとか、そんな寂しいこと言うなよ。
The reason why I hesitated isn't as simple as Marison assumes it is. Still, regardless of whenever she knows about my circumstances or not, Marison is getting really mad about it. Pitiable state she convinced my man.
文句ある？
Wow.
なんで笑う？私はこんなに怒ってるのに。
As we keep talking, I notice that I'm feeling strange. I just start laughing at myself after realizing how lame I must look to others. I can't stop myself.
こら、来た。
ハリさんは熱い人ですね。ちょっと外し気味なのがたまに傷ですが。
Haha.
お前こそそうやっていつもハスに構えて、そういうのかっこいいとでも思ってる？
いいえ、かっこいいのはあなたの方です。
Okay. A stagger attack. Just truly a cool person. Marisan is the second woman who ever made me think this way. It's different from the composed, sharp way that I once saw in the first, however. I'm not sure how to put it. I guess she's hot-blooded and strong-willed. She has an aura of the old-fashioned coolness that carries with it a strange sense of passion. But when I put it that way, is it just me, or does it feel like I'm not praising a woman at all?
改めてありがとうございます。いつも元気を分けてくれて。
わかればいい。あと上司をからかうような言動は慎むように。
はい、すいませんでした。
ならよし。とりあえず今日受けた屈辱
Sure.
を忘れること。
そこまでひどいことしてません。
じゃあ帰ろうか、北原。
すいません。
どうしたの？
Okay.
俺も買ってきます。最後の一冊。マリさんのおかげで一人心当たりができました。
Oh, you're actually going to get one.
喜んでくれるかもしれない。
Okay. Okay. Well, that was not her intention, but my son had taught me this after all. In the end, I can only go on the offensive if I don't face it head on. Nothing will change. So he always gets copy regardless of our choice here. Okay.
何よ。
Yeah,
結局
I knew that's
彼女
it's not good. Like she's not going to be happy about this. Oh, she just slammed like.
バカにしやがって。
Okay, yeah. Damn. Well, she misunderstood the situation, but it doesn't look like if he actually have a girlfriend. Like, he said that I have someone in mind, actually. And she doesn't know, like, the whole story that they're, like, the situation and stuff right now. Can we skip? We can. Okay. Okay, we go to the part where we are making a plan for the hotel, so it's different a little bit once again. Why? What changed? Maybe I should give them... Oh, okay. Maybe I should give them to someone in the editing department. They're always helping me out after all.
実はリバイバルだからな。最初は10年近く前に公開されたんだって。
お前、ほんと口から出まく
And again, if you ask me who's helped me out the most, the only person who comes to my mind is Marisan. Not only did she buy the magazine that published my first article, she also held a celebration for its release, and also finds plenty of work for me to do. Isn't it normal to pay her back? It's not something I can pay back with just a movie ticket though.
ど真ん中のちょい後ろ目でいい席だぞ。予約開始日に朝から並んで取ったからな。
別に席なんかどこでもいいって。
But if I give Marisan 2 tickets, how would she invite to go with her? Amami-san, I doubt they would watch a romantic movie together. As for her boyfriend, I guess I could just give her one of the tickets.
あと言い忘れてたけど、26個しか使えないからな。無駄に。
Wait, how did I come to this conclusion? What would happen if I invited Marisan to watch the movie together with
つ
me?
いでに言っておくと、展望レストランの方の予約は19時からだから。
わかった。
She'll probably complain, like she usually does, but ultimately accept my invitation. And since I will accompany her when she's a bit more cheerful and vulnerable than usual, I might be able to relax a little bit as well.
飯塚の名前で2人、海の見える窓際の席。料理は1人2万のコースで合計4万な。
Can I really get away with it right now?
というわけで、
わかった。ちょっと待って。
Okay.
悪い春樹。
だから
Sure. So, this one we can skip, yeah, okay. Okay, and here we are, the last choice we're just after the hotel. And the choice that basically determines the road we're taking. So, yeah, I will show up at the editing department. And let's see, let's begin. True Mario Road, let's go. Because so far, all of it's been common road. So, after the hotel we went here, huh? As I open the door to the editing department like I always do, I get a brief, ominous premonition from the unusual silence of the office. Maybe there's nobody here, or maybe there are people who I don't know about at all. Even now, I'm still a slave to the grip of anxiety. But,
北原
okay, she's here apparently as well.
マリさん
It seems that I managed to out at the very last moment somehow.
どうしたんだ一体。こんな日のこんな時間の、しかもこんな天気の中わざわざ。
こんな天気だからこそこんな時間でも来れました。終電雪で遅れてまだ走ってたんですよ。
It's always snow fault.
こんな日に関しての答えがまだのようだけど。
Okay.
他には誰もいないんですか？マリさんだけ。
鈴木は有給。松岡も木崎も定時になったらすっ飛んでいった。
Okay.
まだも今日ばかりは家族サービスって8時上がり。
他の島の人たちも。
It's not just the editing department, the design department, photography department. Even the managing editors and chief editor aren't present today. Well, the chief's involved in a whole bunch of magazines, so he's pretty much never around anyway.
カメラマン関係は大きな忘年会があるみたい。
Okay.
こんな日に飲み会入れるなんて迷惑以外の何者でもないでしょうけどね。
それでマリさんは？
今から嫌味を言うつもりなら、私もそれ相応の態度を取らせてもらうつもりだけど。
Okay.
遅
Yeah,
く
of
まで
course.
お疲れ様です。残ってくれてて助かりました。
ならよし。
Okay.
言っておくが誘いがなかったわけじゃないぞ。ただ仕事より魅力のあるイベントじゃなかっただけだ。
Okay. She played along with my obvious attempt at changing the subject just fine, without questioning that flawed part of my personality at all. I'm so glad that she's here right now. And the fact that she's the only one here.
ところで北原、お前それどうするつもりだ？
Marisa casts her eyes towards the red and white box that I'm holding right in my right hand. An obvious color scheme considering today's date. A little present that's meant for this day, and this day
ど
only.
うしましょう。
Damn.
4、5人は残ってると思ったから買ってきたんですけど。
さすがに2人でクリスマスケーキ丸ごと1個は無理だぞ。週末にこんな賞味期限のやばいもの持ってくるか普通。
その先の24時間営業のスーパーで1000円だったんですよ。
ああ、確かに売ってたな。昼間はまだ2000円だったの。
Wow. Okay.
最近は叩き売るの早いんですね。まだ明日の25日だって立派にクリスマスなのに。イブでないともう価値がないんでしょうかね。それとも単に賞味期限が。マリさん、
嫌味か。
何がです？
24を過ぎたらもう価値がないとか、賞味期限切れとか。
Wow. Now that I think about it, certain someone here is past 25 already. Oh my god. It's going to be a recurring thing, isn't it?
北原もそういう苔の生えた古い価値観にとらわれているというわけか。がっかりだよ私。
最初に賞味期限の話をしたのはマリさんの方じゃ。
自虐を素で同情されたりバカにされたりすると普段より余計に傷つくんだぞ。
マリさん、本気で気にしてます？
まあ今のはネタだけど、男にも結婚にも興味ないし。
Uh-huh. Sure.
両立するんじゃなかったんですか？恋と仕事。
あれは若手の話だ。お前くらいの。
Yeah. So it does bother you.
マリさん、やっぱり若手じゃない。
Oh my god. Haruki, stop. Stop self-destructing. Seriously.
北原、お前いい加減にしろよ。いつの間に私に対してそこまで遠慮がなくなった？
マリさんだから遠慮なく言えるんです。焦ってる気配も焦る必要も全くない。
口先だけはもう立派なマスコミだな。
ありがとうございます。
私はけなしてるんだ。
分かってます。
Wow.
ケーキ切っておくから缶コーヒー買ってこい。
はい。
I'm certainly aware of it. Whenever I talk to Marisa, I always use some sort of lip service with her, and oftentimes I'd even go as far as to annoy her a little with it. So I'm truly grateful to God that Marisa was able to be here right now. Unquestionably, I'm forcing myself to appear bright and cheerful right now, but the fact I'm alone with Marisa means that I can actually reduce the degree of which I'm forcing my facade right now, even if a little. And even if a little, I'm actually starting to cheer up. I will be able to mix in 1% of my real feelings amidst 99% of my acting. You will not match Chiaki in the acting department.
お待たせしまし。何してるんですか？
いや、
Okay.
ちょっと飾りがシンプルすぎたから、せっかくのクリスマスケーキなのに。
Atop the paper plates we always kept on pack of around here were two less than perfectly cut and somewhat unequal slices of cake.
普通サンタのキャンドルくらいはあるよな。あとチョコレートのメッセージプレートに、
Okay.
砂糖菓子の雪に、それから。
Since the cake was apparently too plain, Marisan started enthusiastically decorating it in her vision.
鈴木のおやつのクッキーを砕いて雪代わり。メッセージプレートの代わりに名刺を添えて。
Okay.
そしてサンタのキャンドルは。
Wow.
マリさん。
Okay. Ah, that's nice.
どうだ北原。これでなんとかカッコついただろう。
I like her. Oh my god. That's cool. Yeah. So that's Windows XP, I think. It's the distinguished green start button. I never liked how the fragmentation, like disk, the fragmentation tab looked in the Windows XP and later. Like Windows 98 had like this like cool like segments that were like flashing and stuff, like it was cool. And then XP and the others were like meh. Nothing interesting to look at. Okay.
悪趣味にも程がありますよ。相変わらず。
言うと思った。お前はすぐに私のセンスを笑う。
Blanco bow, the crushed cookie bits, and the business card is a Santa. And the business card is a Santa Claus of Marisan own design. Yep, apparently. And also, of course, referencing to the tasteless foreign keychain that perfectly represents her tastes.
いいだろうこれ。
Yeah,
私の
like the head or something, right? If I remember.
アフリカに飛ばされてた友達の土産なんだ。私が絶対に気に入るだろうって。
Attached to the keychain appears to be some sort of the dirty-looking doll made from cloth wrapped around some straw. Okay. That's also what I've come to expect from Marisan though. And it also twisted distasteful green emerges on my
さ
lips.
すがにケーキの上に乗せるのははばかられるんで、ここに飾ってと。さあ北原、それじゃあ乾杯しよう。北原。
はい。
Wow.
メリークリスマス。
メリー
Wow.
クリスマス。差し入れありがとう。正直
Right after the hotel.
じゃあいただきます。
But this is actually like... I don't know, like warm? I guess. It's not like, you know, like in case of Chiaki, like it was like instantly just go to the business. Basically, like he was like coping hard. With Koharu, I don't remember what happened after like hotel. But this is like, I think, like the most like natural and like warm way to like continue after the hotel scene, I think. Unable to keep up my normal, regular expression, I'm finally forced to turn my back towards Marisan as my entire body starts to tremble. It's just the two of us, so if I just bluntly turned around like this, there's no way that she would notice the state I'm in right
バ
now.
タークリームくどいな。しかもすんごい甘い。そりゃそうそうと値引きするよ。こんなもの売り切れるわけないだろう。
What? Why not? I would buy it. Even so, Marisan doesn't confront me about it. It's simply throwing down the cake while frankly voicing her opinions on it. I think like she realized, but she just don't want to make a comment on this.
最低っすね。
And so, I with the back still turned, partake in some of the cake as well, nearly choking on the overly sweet and heavy cream she spoke of.
北原の差し入れなんてこんなもんだ。真面目に
Wow.
はいいが、センスがないんだよ。
そういう上司の薫陶を受けてますから。
そういう口答えだけは本当に巧みなのにの。まあいいや、ちょうど小腹も空いてたし。
そりゃどうも。
Feeling the sweetness of the cream and the dryness of the sponge cake slide down my throat, I finally find myself unable to stop the drops from flowing out of my eyes. I'm really glad I came here. The sense of the distance between us is simply incomparable. She doesn't force her way into my business, but she's watching over me. She is, just as always, our chatter is filled with her criticizing my faults, but it's also full of laughter as well. Even if she did catch on how I'm right now, and even though it's not our indifference, she would probably remain in her state of non-intervention. At the start, she would just grin and disappear like this.
にしてもほんとまずいなこれ。残りは誰でも食べられるように冷蔵庫に入れておこう。明日来た連中の微妙な顔が楽しみだ。
すいません。
週明けが楽しみだな。なあ北原。
Because I didn't want to be alone, I ran away this sleepless building in search for more and more people to talk to. But in the end, I could only find a single person, so my wish of finding more and more people vanished. But this chance encounter made me as happy as someone who won the end lottery. Because right now, I'm really here with the person I want to be with the most.
どうした北原。
Now he's realizing.
やっぱりお前もギブアップか？
He's kind of coping, but...
いえ。
What was that just now? What did I mean by that? Yeah, he's like... really try to find someone that will like comfort him. Am I just desperate to indulge in someone's company because of my current state of mind? Pretty much yes. Yep, that's pretty much the case. Or am I? You are not in love. Not yet, at least.
本当に手伝いますよ俺。
Okay, and I think that's where I will end the episode. Actually, no, yeah, I will just continue a little bit more. We're like going through the night, I think. Yeah, let's see how this will develop.
いいよ。休みって言ってたからバイト代出せない。
Let's just wait till the new day.
もう帰ったら。
Yeah, okay.
俺が手伝った方が早く終わりますよ。
早く終わっても始発が動き出すまでは帰れないから。
俺もなんですよ。だから始発まで暇なんです。それとも俺邪魔ですか？
そんなことはない。
だったら仕事ください。でないとマリさん見てるしかすることないんで。
気のせいかな。なんか口説かれた。
Kind of, yeah. Haruki's not sure yet, but...
そういうのが気まずいんでしたら、なおのこと仕事をください。
お前本当に遠慮なくなったな。
もう半年になりますから。
In reality, it has nothing to do with formalities and whatnot. I'm just desperate. I just can't bring myself to leave this atmosphere we created as all. I'm not even considering the trouble I'm causing her. 3 AM, 2 hours until the first train of the day. At least for these few hours, until I'm overtaken by exhaustion and no longer able to think anymore. Because I don't want those tear-inducing thoughts of reality to show themselves in my head again. Yeah. So this is the world where we keep working ourselves. Oh my god. This is the workaholic road. Like he used to like work until like he's like just dead in his bed. And he's doing exactly the same thing like now. Just to cope with like senseless situation. And Mari is not helping with this because she's also workaholic. Jesus.
来週の火曜日から。
アメリカ。
ニューヨークとかロスとか、
Oh.
とにかくいろいろ回って帰りがけにグアムで友達と合流して。
Oh, she's leaving in the next
こっ
week.
ちに帰ってくるのは来年の5日くらい。
Well, fuck. Okay. So, for how long are we going to be away? Are we going to have a time skip? Oh, wait, what? Wait. I'll be back here on the 5th of January next year? Wait, hold on a second. We're going to have a year time skip? Wait, what?
あ、友達って男じゃないぞ。北原もあったよな。ほら、雨宮沢子。毎年恒例のまるっきり男っ気のない女の二人旅で。
Okay. Annual two-person trip. Oh wait, this is... Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Jesus, why you said like next year? That just drove me off guard. Okay, never mind. Next Tuesday, like, this is like 25th December. Next Tuesday is like, I don't know what, 30 or something, whatever. So, January 5th next year is like, basically they're like taking a week off. Okay, not a year. God damn it. Just because you said January 5th next year, I just, like, in my head was like, wait, what? But yeah, this is December. And January is next year. Okay, god damn it. Don't scare me like this.
他に金の使い道がないから、こうして年一回パーッと散財するんだ。いっつも沢子が一緒。
Marisan's soothing voice has indeed reached my ears, but my mind refuses to process those words. The reason behind her working even harder than usual despite it being Christmas, as well as this weekend, it was something I quickly noticed when I looked over the paperwork she asked for. Because it was the paper for the overseas trip.
またいつもみたいに各編集部から仕事かき集めてきた。おかげで年越しは飛行機の中で迎えそう。
Okay.
それも時差があるから2回。
1週間。
Yeah.
取材期間としてはちょっと短いけどね。
This is different from other roads.
出張費の方も締め付け厳しくてね。
Outside of like the failed attempt on Setsuna Road, Haruki is going to be alone actually for the whole week. Instead of like having someone around. So are you going to like actually... Are we going to have like text messages between them like he's doing with Setsuna?
何さっきから黙りこくって。おい黙り込むな。だからそういう意味深な態度。
すいません。
北原、さっきまで気を使って聞かないでおいて。
重ね重ねすいません。今まで気を使ってくれて。
Unless I'm fighting to preserve the delicate distance between us, but my overly gloomy expression has finally made her unable to bear it anymore. But breaking the barrier like that didn't really give me any sort of discomfort.
まあ、クリスマスの夜中にいきなりこんなところに来ることからして何かありますよって言ってるようなものだったし。
Because both of us are looking... Okay. Because both of us are looking at our monitors, so we aren't speaking face to face. Marisa using one of her special skills, focusing on the idle chatter while focusing on her work at the same time.
悩みがあるなら言ってみろ。なあ、言いたくなければそれでも。
言いたくないこと。
そうなんだ。
Okay. After hearing my honest response, Marisa seems slightly shaken up. She probably thought there was no way I'd show her this weak and defensive side of me so easily.
何どうしたのクリスマスのせいで昔の恋人のことで。
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! And not only that.
そんな感じです。
But right now, there's no way I'm going to let go of this incredible opportunity. My only choice is to take advantage of Marisan's kindness. Because if I let it go, I won't be able to meet Marisan again for a while. I don't want to spend a new year while still holding onto those thoughts.
へえ、トーマカズさんのこと？
I mean, partially.
もしかしてクリスマスにデートし。
旅行に行きました。
え？
と言っても二人きりじゃないですよ。友達と北関東の方に。
なんだ脅かすな。それとも
Damn.
何もなかったですよ。露天風呂入って浴衣で酒飲んでどんちゃん騒ぎ。
それもなんていうかクリスマスにあるまじきパ。
今日みたいに雪が降ってて、
Okay.
窓から見る雪も露天風呂から見上げる雪も綺麗で。
そうか。
すごく。
I'm a little upset upon my own decideful words. Leaving out the important details, not telling her the true meaning behind the trip of ours, and actually wanting her to understand my feelings with just that.
マリさん、
なんだ
俺トーマカズサのこと今でも好きだったんです。
Yeah, we know. I'm really surprised that he actually went open with this to Mari. I don't think like he ever like said this like totally open like that to another character so far. That was like, he was always like hinting this and stuff, but he was never like openly just said it like straight to the face.
そうか
But even so, I still wanted to let those words be
ま
heard.
だ忘れてなかったんです。
Even though I'm lying to Marison, I still wanted her to understand me.
恋の傷を恋で癒せてなかったんです。
その表現そろそろやめてくれ自分で言ったセリフだからこそ恥ずかしく
すいません。
I wanted someone to think of those feelings that Setsuna will never accept again as something inescapable without any other choice. And I didn't want it to be from just about anyone, but someone in particular. I'm just the worst. This is the absolute worst possible attitude I can take for everyone involved. Before I knew it, the sound coming off in our keyboards have ceased. Even so, we haven't shifted our gazes from our monitors, so we weren't looking at each other either.
あのさ
いいんですよ。
何が
なんてアドバイスしていいかわからないんでしょ。まさか俺がこんな話するとは思わな
お前本当に私のことなんだと思っ
別にアドバイスが欲しくて話したわけじゃないんです。ただ
なんでだ報告連絡相談は上司に次の指示を仰ぐためのものだろ
上司に報告したわけじゃないです。マリさんに聞いてもらっただけで。
同じことだろ私は北原の上司なんだから
Okay.
俺マリさんのそういうとこ好きですよ。
The way she tries to act tough regarding a few weird things. The way she acts all supervisor-like, even though she's just trying to look out for me. The way she struggles with her private matters despite being perfect when it comes to her work. The way she tries to hide her incredible charm as the woman and end up showing such an adorable side of her because of it.
何度言ったらわかるんだ年下で部下の学生が年上で上司の社会人をからかうなもしお前が元気だったらひっぱたいてるところだ
以後気をつけます。
Okay. Okay, so we are just leaving the work, so I guess the first train of the day is about to be. As I step outside, I can feel the half-melted snow underneath my shoes, sending harsh creaking sounds into my ears. The first train of the day should have started already, but Anju enclosed in shroud of darkness even now is still at the mercy of freezing wind. After a quick turn to make sure that the third floor lights are still on, I curl up a little and depart from Kausha building. My heart feels just a little more at ease now. My pain that had been caused by love has healed, not by love, but kindness. So, if it's just a little bit, if it's just for the week, if it's just until the bell rings on the New Year Eve, I might just be able to get through it by myself. See, like I said, like this is like that was like most natural, like warm, like continuation after the hotel. Like he just said, like it was like healed by kindness. It's different than other roads, I think. Like other roads more like make him like feel more into like either love or lust, basically. I can hear the first train signal of the day from the direct of the station. I slowly make my way towards the source of that sound, dragging along my body that's finally starting to become fatigued. Since I can stand being alone now, I might as well go home and just confine myself with my dreams. Yep. Oh. What happened? Wait, is he back? Oh my god, she's panicking.
確かに好きって言ったあいつ
Okay, okay, that's the cute side of her. Okay, I see. I see. Okay. Oh my god.
ちょっと待ってよ、これってどういうこと？何？
Yeah, overthinking. Yep. Wow. Okay. Wow, panic mode.
来ない。
Okay. Oh, Mari is not coming back to work or something. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess she's maybe frustrated or couldn't sleep or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to save and I will see you in the next episode where we are going to continue the Mari road. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you in the next one. So yeah, click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, let's get out.